The Rottweiler ranks as America's 8th most popular dog breed, yet pop culture casts these goofy companions as fierce, intimidating attack dogs. Despite that reputation, these 110-pound giants are famous for a peculiar behavior. They love to lean their entire body weight directly against their owner's legs. This behavior stems from a specific ancient instinct, rather than an attempt at asserting dominance. To understand the origin of this sweet giant, we must look past the modern guard dog stereotype and travel 2,000 years into the past. As Roman legions marched across the snowy Alps, feeding the massive armies presented a logistical nightmare, especially in an era without refrigeration. The Romans solved this by keeping their meat supply on the hoof, breeding massive drover dogs to physically push and herd live cattle over the treacherous mountain terrain. When a modern Rottweiler leans against your leg, it is repeating the exact technique its ancestors used to guide heavy cattle through the Alpine passes. Eventually, Roman drovers settled in a southern German trading center, known for its distinct architecture and prominent red-tiled roofs. The town was named Rottweil, meaning red tile, and as the dogs became central to the local economy, they took on the name of the region. Settling in Rottweil transformed the breed from a tool of military logistics into a vital commercial asset for local merchants. Within the markets of the town, the breed earned its next title, the Metzgerhund, or the butcher's dog. They spent their days herding aggressive cattle to market and were often harnessed to heavy carts to pull massive loads of meat through the streets. But butchers and cattlemen also relied on them for a high-stakes secondary job, operating as a living bank vault. After a day of sales, merchants would tie leather pouches filled with gold and currency directly around the massive necks of their dogs. This provided a total psychological deterrent, as no highway bandit was willing to risk their life attempting to rob a heavily muscled, fiercely loyal protector. The Rottweiler's intimidating presence and protective instincts were deliberately engineered to serve as an economic shield for human livelihoods. By the mid-19th century, the Industrial Revolution began making these working dogs obsolete. Railroads replaced the need for cattle drives, and new laws eventually banned the use of dogs as draft animals. This chart shows the catastrophic decline in the Rottweiler population as they were stripped of their traditional jobs. The data shows the breed hitting its absolute historical nadir in 1882, when the entire recorded population bottomed out at a single individual. At a dog show in Heilbronn that year, only one Rottweiler was presented, a stark contrast to the crowds of other working breeds. In just a few decades, industrial progress pushed 2 millennia of selective breeding to the edge of total disappearance. The breed only recovered in the early 20th century because humans recognized their intelligence, loyalty, and suitability for complex new roles. They were adopted by German police and military forces, becoming one of the first official police dog breeds due to their athletic utility and focus. Today, because they possess an intense drive for work, their roles have evolved far beyond the security line. A Rottweiler named Dieter serves as a modern example, providing critical mobility assistance to a paralyzed Vietnam veteran. Dieter has even traveled to the United States Capitol to advocate for the rights of disabled veterans, representing his breed on a national stage. Adapting the Rottweiler to these complex modern missions is the only reason the breed exists today. Their history spans the extreme distance between guarding a butcher's gold from bandits and serving as gentle therapy companions in assisted living homes. Proper socialization allows the dog's gentle, playful temperament to surface without losing the protective strength of its ancestors. A Rottweiler's reputation is only one part of their story. They are a biological masterpiece, defined by 2,000 years of loyally serving humanity.